How's it going, everybody? Combo here. Today we got 5 quick tips with the grappling hook here on the light class in the finals. And let me just say, I am absolutely hyped to be making this video because in my opinion, the grappling hook is the absolute personification of skill expression here in the finals. And what I mean by that is chances are, if you're pretty good with the grappling hook, you're probably pretty good with everything else. And if you're not good with the grappling hook, well, you just stay to the end of the video and I promise we will have that sorted out. Once again, not going to keep you guys here in the intro forever. If you learned something new, please let me know in the comment section down below. And vice versa, if you learned nothing, please let me know so I can improve in the future. So yeah, let's get right into it. Starting things out at number 1, we have the Grapple Dash. So let's say by the end of the video, nothing is clicking, it's still not making sense, and you just want to use the grapple like a better evasive dash. Well, I got you, we can make that happen. So in order to perform the Grapple Dash, it's pretty simple. You're going to want to look in front of you. When you shoot your grapple, you don't want to let yourself get all the way to it. As you can see right here, you still get a little speed boost, but it's tougher to control and people are probably going to shoot you. The way you want to do this in order to get the most movement speed, you're going to shoot the grapple. Before you get to the end of it, you are going to jump. This will cancel the grapple. When you hit the ground, be sure to bunny hop. I'll show you what that is if you don't know what I'm talking about, to preserve that momentum. Do all those things right and it should look like this. So I get there, I jump, I start bunny hopping. As you can see, I go a heck of a lot further than I did with that original one. So like I said, I'll show that off one more time. We're going to shoot the grapple, jump before we hit our grapple, and then start bunny hopping. So right here, same thing, jump, start bunny hopping. As you can see, I preserve that momentum and I go a much further distance. This is very useful, especially in a pinch, and can definitely save your life. Next up at number 2, we have the basics. Now I'm not going to go over every single scenario you're going to find yourself in when using the grapple, but I am going to go over the 3 most common scenarios. Grappling onto a building with an open roof, grappling from below a platform trying to get on top, and finally grappling through a window. So starting with the open roof building, this is pretty simple. You're going to want to go as high as you can with that grapple. You're going to hit it. When you get to the top of it, of course, either hit the grapple button again or jump. This just ensures that you know where you're going to land, because sometimes, and you'll find this out if you use the grapple pretty consistently, it likes to fling you in random directions if you leave it there. Same thing, I'm going to hit this corner right here, jump. As you can see, hey look, I'm on top of the building. That's pretty awesome. You can also go from the left side of the building if you want to, using the next tip I'm going to show you right here with the input. So if I'm below a platform, as you can see right here, if I want to go to the right of the platform, I'm going to move my character to the right while I am midair. Same thing, if you want to go to the left, it's the same thing but inverted. So if I have this platform right here, I shoot my grapple, hold to the right, cancel my grapple once again so I don't get thrown around, and look at that, now I have a little vantage point. And finally, if you want to get into windows, you don't just want to grapple to the center of it, because sometimes, especially with terrain, you can hit your head on something, it'll throw you into the top of it, and you won't grapple. What I like to do is grapple just below the windowsill. This ensures that when you get to that window, you're going to be at the right level, or you can just mantle to the bottom of it to get in. So same thing, grapple right here. As you can see, that puts me perfectly centered on the window, and you can grapple in to get away from people. Next up at number 3, we have the goo platform. Now this is super cool because I haven't seen this anywhere else on YouTube and I don't know anybody else that really does it, but it's pretty simple. There's 2 ways to do it. Essentially, you're going to make a platform with a goo grenade and use the grapple to get to it. Essentially, if someone else doesn't have a grapple or like an evasive dash that can like barely get to it, you're kind of untouchable unless of course somebody shoots down your wall. So first method, throw a goo grenade at a wall like this, use your grapple to get on top of it, and as you can see right here, I'm sitting on top of my goo, I have off angles, I can pick at targets, and this is really cool. Let's say you want to get rid of it, of course you can use like a breach charge or something explosive, but in my opinion the best is going to be the thermal bore, because not only does it set the goo on fire, but it also explodes. The other option you have that's a bit more fancy, if you look at the wall when you're grappling, you can actually do this as soon as you get to the wall. This is really good, once again, if you're getting chased, you can put up a wall, you know, put up some cover and absolutely turn on somebody. I've done it in game a few times. I wish I had clips of it. I know I sound like a liar, but it's so fun. So once again, you're going to take that goo grenade, you're going to prime it, you're going to look at the wall. When you throw this goo grenade, make sure you throw it a little earlier. You don't want to throw it right when you get to the wall, because yeah, you're gonna look kind of silly. But if I look at the wall when I grapple, I'm going to throw this goo grenade slightly lower than where I'm going to hit on the wall. So once again, grapple, throw my goo grenade. As you can see right here, I can land on top of it, and once again, I have that same angle. Try this out in game. I promise it's actually more useful than you might think just kind of looking at it. And let me tell you, you can catch some people off guard and get some really cool angles. Next up at number 4, we have some cool weapon pairings you can use with the grapple. So the first one I have here is the sword. This one's really cool because it allows you to essentially extend the range of that heavy attack past anything you've ever seen. So if I pull back this heavy attack, as you can see, if I grapple, it is not going to cancel my heavy attack. I can use that in combination with tip number 1 to get a huge dash and catch people off guard. So same thing, grapple, jump. As you can see, I hit this target, get right in his face, and once again, you're moving so fast that in my experience, people don't even really know where you're at, and they kind of just panic and start hit firing. So yeah, super strong. The other option you have here is the dagger. As you all know, the dagger has the one-shot backstab, as you can see right here, and the grapple can kind of swing you in a circle and get you behind people. This one does take a lot of practice, so generally, I wouldn't recommend doing this until you've practiced it in the firing range quite a bit, but all you're going to do when you're looking at this target, you're going to shoot your grapple behind them. As you're turning behind them, you're going to turn around and backstab them. So it's going to look a little something like this. Make sure you pre-charge that backstab. As you can see, it's a little forgiving, but you can definitely do it if you practice. Additionally, I also like to use the sniper because having some high ground is definitely useful. And finally, at number 5, something super small, but it can definitely help you out, is the Grapple Boost. So as I showed off, you can use the grapple to get a big dash right here, but you can also combine that with a jump pad to get, in my opinion, the fastest movement speed and the largest amount of ground covered with any ability in the entire game. So the way this works, same thing, I'm going to shoot my grapple before this jump pad. You can also shoot the grapple onto the jump pad, but you're not covering as much ground because, like again, you're going to use the grapple dash to get to it, and then you're going to use that momentum from the grapple dash to use the jump pad to send you flying. I know that was a ton of words, but I'll show you what it looks like right here. As you can see, I'm going to use the grapple dash right here. I hit the jump pad, then I can keep bunny hopping when I get to that jump pad. It's kind of crazy, just showing how much distance you cover, because the firing range really isn't even big enough to like show this off in full like power, I guess. So if I go over here and do the same thing, we're gonna try to do the grapple dash through the trees. As you can see, boom, get a bunch of speed from that jump pad. I can bunny hop when I get over here, and once again, holy crap, I covered a ton of ground there. Just kind of keep that in mind. I know it might seem small, but it can definitely save your life. Holy shit, I am lagging out of the game. Please help me. Anyways, everyone, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below. Once again, I love interacting with you guys. It's like my favorite part of doing this entire thing on YouTube. And I've learned a whole lot from you guys in the comments section, especially on my last video with the dash. I learned that if you throw something while dashing, like I showed in my video, if you throw a quick melee on top of it, it makes it go even further. Thank you to everybody who commented that on my last video. I've been using it in my matches, and I gotta say, it's pretty freaking fun. Anyways, everyone, this has been Combo. I thank you so much for coming and watching, and yeah, have a good one, everybody. Peace.